Day. It is another Sunday, and here we are for some quick tips and tricks to help you throughout your life. My name is Kathy. My last name is Morris, and I'm with Simplicity Wellness. And this week, we are going to talk about a couple things here about elimination diet. But if you remember, last week we talked about water, and we talked about like if you weigh 150 pounds, that you should be drinking at least 75 ounces of water a day, which would be three 24-ounce bottles of a water bottle that you may be carrying around. And that's so important to keep hydrated, especially during the summer times. And just remember, there are some fruits and vegetables that can also help you with that, is like strawberries and pears and watermelon and apples. They can also help you with an increase of water. So anyway, keep those fruits available, especially during the summer, during the time when they are readily available at any of your farmers markets. So today, what the elimination diet can teach us was what we're going to talk about today. So, everyone has experienced digestive pains, cramp, skin issue, joint issues, allergy symptoms, mood changes, bloating, what can be kind of frustrating and uncomfortable at times. Though there are many causes of digestive problems, food may also be a culprit. The elimination diet helps us pinpoint which foods may be causing the symptoms so that you can feel better in the long run. So, what is an elimination diet? Food intolerance, sensitivities, allergies are far more common than what you think. Foods that trigger your immune system response doesn't necessarily have to break out in hives. It can cause a digestive problem. Triggering foods can also even cause a mildest yet uncomfortable symptom such as constipation or bloating. The elimination diet involves eliminating the most common trigger foods that you may be sensitive or intolerable to within your system for a couple of weeks so you can investigate what works and what doesn't. Common trigger foods include nuts, soy, eggs, citrus, corn, shellfish, dairy, and wheat. If you are have better if you feel better or symptoms improve by eliminating these foods, then you know which foods are the culprit and you can help eliminate them. You have to be consistent about what you're doing. You can't stop it halfway through. You have to try and figure out what foods are triggering you. Even the small amount of foods can trigger your system and lead to immune response like swelling or hives or swollen eyes or a nose that is running from these foods. After a few weeks pass, you can start to reintroduce the foods one by one, hopefully identifying which ones are causing your digestive problems or symptoms. Give each of these foods a few days when introducing them to see if they are triggering your system. The phase of eliminating diet is of planning meals without triggering foods that may have a significant part in a diet in your past. For example, if you react to dairy, you might have an adjustment period of eliminate the entire food group from your diet. Then you may want to see maybe a nutritionist or a physician to ensure that you're getting enough nourishment and nutrients into your diet by eliminating them. This eliminating of the diet shouldn't feel restrictive. It's not about losing weight. It's about the benefit that you're going to be motivated to not eat these foods that are triggering the symptoms from within. It's all about choice. If you have cravings for the triggering foods, it may be a little bit uncomfortable at first, but remember the symptoms are more uncomfortable than not eating those foods. Once you have eliminated and reintroduced the trigger foods, you should hopefully have a better understanding of which foods can cause the symptoms. Surprisingly, foods not previously considered might be healthier benefits and may not be a problem, but you might want to consider trying other foods instead of the ones that are triggering your symptoms. Food is not good nor bad. everyone is different and everybody reacts differently to different kinds of foods because our genetics are made up differently. We all come from different parts of a melting pot. Whether what is in your background also helps to show you what foods that maybe your ancestors ate and that you may need to eat more of, or that they did not eat and you may want to eliminate. The elimination diet helps you understand what your body needs and what it can do without. You may notice improvements in your well being that you didn't even think you could associate with those foods, such as energy levels or skin texture. Keep a food journal while you're going through this process so you know what foods are triggering. You get to know your body better than before, learning the new meaning of healthy foods. The other thing I do within my practice a lot is doing the food sensitivity testing. And when you do the food sensitivity testing, it will show you which foods are to eliminate and how to get started in this. So, if this is one of the things that you think you're having issues with, please let me know. And I'll be able to contact you and we can work together with the food sensitivities. Or if you like to do one of these inexpensive testing to see what your foods are reacting within your body to help you eliminate it, I would be glad to do this with you. Next week, we are going to talk a little bit about understanding food labels. It's very important that we understand what is in our foods and what we're putting into the body so we can eliminate them for the extra sugars or the things that also we don't want to have in our diets in today's world. So anyway, hopefully you're going to have a wonderful Sunday and hoping to see you next week for another little tips and tricks. So at the end of the month, we also are going to do a little bit of 5-day challenge in reference to eating within your budget. So anyway, if you'd like to know more about that, you can find it on my newsletter that just went out today, or you can find it on Facebook on my newsletter, or you can find it on LinkedIn in my newsletter, and you can apply there. And I'd be glad to share all that 5-day challenge with you to give you more ideas of what you can do to make your health better. Until next week, love and peace, and stay healthy. Take care and have a beautiful day. Thank you.